for that or requesting that?
I I just don't want to put I just don't want to traumatize her or put her.
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
And Grimminger. With the parties in the Collins matter, please unmute yourselves, turn your cameras on, and raise your right hands. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Collins?
I do, Your Honor.
And Ms. Grimminger?
Yes.
You may both lower your hands. And Ms. Peoples, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We're here on the state suit affecting parent-child relationship. We do have an agreement. If I could read the terms of that agreement.
You may.
Thank you, Judge. There's one child before the court. I'd offer as State's Exhibit A the acknowledgement of paternity for that child.
State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. Parties are in agreement to appoint the mother, Ms. Grimminger, as sole managing conservator with the exclusive right to determine the residence within Dallas or any contiguous counties. Judge, parties are in agreement as far as visitation. Parties agree to have visitation as agreed to by the parties, specifically by the child in the case. I'll take testimony on that issue, Judge. They're agreeing that, at least in the beginning, that fathers to have phone calls, FaceTime, emails.
1 second, Ms. Peoples. Mr. Collins, if you don't mind, we're in a court proceeding, so if you can refrain from drinking or eating or any of those things while we're in the hearing. It's okay. I know you didn't know. You're at home and you're comfortable, and everybody does the same thing. You do not have to explain, sir.
I didn't know anyone could see me.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Peoples.
Yes, Judge. So parties are agreeing to that. They also agree amongst each other that the visitations, when they occur, would be on the time, Judge, with the agreement that if it needs to be modified in the future, that they understand that. As far as the support, Judge, parties, child support is based at minimum wage, 20% for one child before the court. The mother is to apply for or maintain government medical. Cash medical support would be $113 a month beginning October 1st, 2025. Child support at 20% would be $209 a month, also beginning October 1st, 2025. Judge, there is a retroactive child support judgment. That time period is from September 24th, 2021 until today. The total amount as of September 24th, 2025 is $11,141.19. Parties agree that's to be paid at $106 a month.
Okay, Ms. Peoples, before you move on, what is that based on? $209 a month or something else?
It's based on $209 a month, Judge.
Then how I get 19 cents?
I'm not really for sure. Just input it. Let me see, Judge.
Okay. It's $209 times how many months?
Let me go back and make sure, because it should be. Sorry, Judge, we just input it in our system and it came out that amount. So this is 48 months.
My calculation, $209 times 48 months is $10,032.
And that's what I get, Judge. So the judgment will be $10,032. And the payout on that, Judge, would be $101 a month.
Okay.
Court costs will be as billed. Ms. Grimminger is requesting a non-disclosure of her address in the court order. Her phone number and email would be listed, and that is the extent of the agreement.
You may call your first witness.
I'll call the mother. Ms. Grimminger, can you state your full name?
Sure, it's Jordan Diane Grimminger.
And Ms. Grimminger, you're requesting that you be sole managing conservator.
14 next month.
And why are you requesting that?
I have not had contact with her father in over 10 years, and neither has she. So I think for her best interests, it would be, wise that I be her sole conservator so that I can manage all of her needs, which I've been doing for the past 10 plus years.
And then do you have, or has there been, I know you haven't seen her, but he hasn't seen her or you, has there been any family violence between the two of you?
Not in the past 2 years, no.
Okay. Do you have safety concerns as far as Collins?
Yes, I do.
And what concerns do you have?
Given the nature of our last visit, which was 11 years ago, it was pretty hostile, and I do fear for both of our safety, and I think her emotional well-being especially.
So you and Mr. Collins, though, y'all agree that for the visits going forward, you're agreeing to leave that. So basically, it's not modified, but you're kind of agreeing to leave that up to see as far as her level of comfort once she gets to know Mr. Collins.
That's correct.
Okay.
As of right now, my daughter's expressed pretty clearly and consistently that she doesn't want visitation with her biological father.
So you're agreeing that for now that the two of them can talk FaceTime on the phone, and then the visits in person would occur as agreed to, like when she's ready and
When she's ready.
Okay. And so you're not wanting a specific visitation schedule laid out in the court order at all?
That's correct.
Okay. And did you hear the terms as far as the child support and medical support?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're agreeable to that?
Yes.
Okay. And then for the retroactive or back child support, you understand that if it was recalculated, the judgment is $10,032.
And 101
Yes,
a month
paid
for
at
48
$101
months. Yes.
a month.
Correct.
You're agreeable to that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court, as far as your contact information, you're okay with your phone number and email being in the court order, but you don't want your address listed?
Absolutely. I think having my phone number available is a way she's ready to make contact with her biological father, so that he has her number or my number as a way to get a hold of her, vice versa.
What safety concerns do you have with your address being listed?
Kind of what I stated earlier, the last contact I had, which was over a decade ago, very long time ago, was not a very happy one. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know this person anymore.
I'll pass the witness and call Mr. Collins.
Hold on one second. What happened at the last contact that it wasn't so enjoyable?
He was both physically and emotionally abusive.
When you say he was physically abusive, what happened?
He was very drunk, and we had an altercation in the car, and he kicked me and actually kicked my eyebrow. I have a scar to this day. And that was one of the last times I ever saw and see contact with him. She was 2 in the back seat of the car.
Okay. And prior to that, had there been any problems?
Absolutely. Stephen Collins has a history of substance abuse, a criminal record, a felony conviction, a a pattern of behavior that raises significant concerns, I believe.
Have any of those things occurred in the last 2 years?
No, I have not seen or spoken to Mr. Collins in over 11
So
years.
when those things were occurring, you knew about them?
Absolutely.
And you knew about them prior to your child being born?
Not necessarily, no.
When you say not necessarily, what does that mean?
I think I think there was some instances of emotional instability and things that raised red flags, but it wasn't until after my daughter was born that he really became more
So
physical.
he had no felonies before she was born.
No, actually, the
You had
felony.
no idea that he had substance abuse problems until after she was born.
I was 20 years old.
However old you were, I'm asking a question. Did you have any knowledge of his substance abuse before your child was born?
No, not to the extent of what it became.
I didn't ask you what extent you knew. I asked you, did you know?
I'm sorry, Judge. No.
Okay, thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Peoples.
Judge, I'll call Mr. Collins.
You may.
Mr. Collins, can you unmute and state your full name?
Stephen Frank Collins.
And Mr. Collins, as far as your relationship with your daughter, when was the last time you saw her?
11 years ago.
Have you had any contact with her through phone, email since then?
No contact at all.
Okay. Have you had any contact with Ms. Grimminger?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So was there family violence, I guess, the 11 years ago, the last time you spoke to either of them?
No, that's not that's not what happened. We took her to Chuck E. Cheese together. She was living at her mom's house. She was living at my mom's house with me. Then we kind of split. Anyways, we were trying to co-parent and take her to Chuck E. Cheese, and we did that together. And then we met for the next week, and was crying and didn't really want to leave her mom that day. And that was fine. They ended up going home. That is the last time I saw my daughter. Because after that happened, she called me up. She told me that she doesn't want me to ever see my daughter again, that that my family is blue collar or not good enough. She doesn't want that type of people in her life. And I didn't
Okay,
know
so hold on, Mr. Collins. Was there any instance, you heard Ms. Grimminger's testimony, was there any instances of family violence?
No, I did not. No, I didn't. I didn't kick her in the face. No.
Okay. So had there been any instances of family violence between y'all at all 10 or 11 years ago?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we argued like anybody else, but I didn't strike her or anything.
You're agreeing though that Ms. Grimminger be appointed as the sole managing conservator of y'all's daughter's seat.
My daughter doesn't want to see me anyways. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then visitation is something separate from conservatorship. You understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and as far as the visits, you suggested that you don't have any visits right now, and that y'all's relationship just began with having the phone calls or FaceTime as STEM. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. I guess, can you tell the court why you're asking for that or requesting that?
I just don't want to I just don't want to traumatize her, put her in an uncomfortable situation. I wanted to do it at her own pace. And I think that would be the best for her. I'm still open to that, but it's already been said that she doesn't want any contact with me. So, well, we could just get through this, and I'll just start paying the money. I guess that's what it is. I had a little hope, but that's gone.
And so as far as the support, you agreed to the
Sure.
cash medical at 113 and child support at 209.
I thought it was one something a month.
No, the medical would be 113 a month and the child support would be 209.
I forgot about the medical. That's fine.
Okay. And then you understand that the retroactive or back child support was recalculated, and that total is $10,032 to be paid at $101 a month. Are you agreeing to that?
Yeah, that's fine.
And court costs would be billed to you through the district clerk's office of Dallas County. You understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And you understand Mother, Ms. Grimminger, is requesting that her address not be listed in the court order, but her phone number and email be listed. Are you agreeing to that her address not be listed?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Grimminger, I have another question for you. If your child is 14 and she hasn't seen her dad since he was 3 or 4, why does she have such an opinion of him? Or why is she so adamant about not wanting to see him? You're muted, ma'am.
I'm sorry. We've openly talked about him since she's been very little, so it's always been an ongoing conversation. I think in a way she feels very abandoned, that he wasn't well enough to be present and take care of her. Yeah, I mean, that is her choice. She's 13.
Okay.
It's just her stance on it.
Okay. And she is 13 and she does get to make some choices, but she's not going to make this whole choice. Okay.
For
So I'm
sure.
going to schedule some times for her to talk to her dad for
Okay.
the first 6 months. So she can have FaceTime talks with him and she can talk to him for 6 months. Because 14-year-olds don't and 13-year-olds don't get to decide if they're going to school or not. If you go to church, they don't get to decide that. So she's not going to get to decide if she has a relationship with her father or not. When she's 18, she can. She can say, I don't want to have anything else to do with him. And that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
But the whole point of this is to get them to develop some type of relationship. I promise you, if he's well now and if he's going to be consistent, Mr. Collins, that is directed at you. If he's well now and he's going to be consistent, and if she gets to know him, she might feel differently. Okay?
That's fair.
So we'll schedule time on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Let me ask you this. Does she have any extracurricular activities that are going to keep her from talking to him on a certain date at a certain time?
She does. She's a very busy girl.
Well, okay, tell me when she's free.
Fridays and Sundays are her only free days. She goes to school full time, of course, and then she dances till 9:30 almost every night.
Okay. So Friday at 7.
Okay.
And Sunday, do you guys attend church or are you available in the afternoon or?
Yeah, our mornings are taken up, but the afternoon is fine.
Okay. And Sundays at 3. Is that a good schedule for you, Mr. Collins?
Yes. With do we have to do it so soon? Can we push it back a couple of weeks so I can?
It starts on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekends of the month. I don't know. What weekend is this?
It's the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what you can do, Mr. Collins. If you're not going to call her, text her mom and let her know. No, just listen to me.
Yes.
Just call ahead of time, text her mom, let her mom know I'm not going to do it. You can tell her mom that you don't want to start this until next month. Okay. As a matter of fact, if that's what you want to do, we'll just start it on the first weekend of next month.
Okay.
But I'm trying to give you some consistent time to develop a relationship with your daughter. But you're the one that's going to have to work at this, not your daughter.
Yeah.
You do know that, right? Because she is a child and she does have
Yeah.
these feelings. And so you're the person that is going to have to work at getting her over those feelings. Yeah, I might need to go to some family counseling. I don't know, but I'm just going to try to give you an opportunity to develop a relationship with your daughter. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. So Miss Peoples, if you can change the visitation to a scheduled time for him to talk to her on, you said Fridays at 7 and Sundays at 3.
Will that be emailed to me?
The whole order will be emailed to you, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So, Judge, these are just scheduled like phone calls, right?
Phone calls, correct.
Okay.
Correct. And I'm almost tempted to make this a temp order, but I won't. We'll do the scheduled phone calls and then we'll do a modified visitation schedule after 6 months. If you guys decide that y'all don't want to move forward or whatever, you don't have to. Just, I'm going to put something in place in case they get to a point where they are good and they want to move forward. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So after that, it would be one day, Saturday, or she's busy on Saturdays too.
She is.
Okay.
I know.
Sunday. No, teenagers. I know. That's what happens when they become teenagers.
Yeah.
Saturdays from 3 to 5.
Oh, didn't we say Sundays 3 to 5?
Sundays, yes.
Okay.
Sundays 3 to 5.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Sundays 3 to 5.
And
we'll just leave it at that. And if you guys want to do more, you are allowed to do more. But I just want to give him them, not just Mr. Collins. I want to give them the opportunity to get to know each other and to develop a relationship. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Did you get it, Ms. Peoples?
Yes, Judge. So is that every first, third, and fifth Sunday or just
every first, third, and fifth Sunday? Not every Sunday.
And then the times,
3
locations,
to 5.
parties to agree to.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And so other than that, I will accept the agreement of the parties, make this agreement the order of the court. Miss Grimminger, you have not given me a good reason to grant a non-disclosure. So I'm not going to grant the non-disclosure, but you guys can pick an exchange location when the child is to visit from 3 to 5. And let me ask you this. This is something I didn't put in there. Is there somebody in your family who Mr. Collins knows, or somebody in Mr. Collins' family who you and your daughter know that could supervise his visitation for the first month or two? And when I say supervise, I mean just be in the area. It could be you, Miss Grimminger. You can meet up at a McDonald's somewhere and you could be on the other side of the McDonald's just so she knows you're there and just so she can feel safe.
I mean, I think it would first and foremost be Stevie's choice if she wants to be there. But given that she would want to move forward at that time, I would probably send Clay Keys, who has been her father since she was 6, pretty much.
Okay.
Who Stephen knows from childhood, actually.
Okay. Is that good for you,
I can't hear
Mr.
anything.
Huh?
What happened? Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hmm.
You can't hear us any longer?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, now it's working. Sorry about that.
Now, what was the name again, Miss Grimminger?
His name is Clay Keys.
Clay Keys, is that someone who you feel comfortable with, Mr. Collins?
Yes,
Okay.
I've known him since he used to live with me when we were kids.
Okay. So then Miss Grimminger, Miss Peoples, put the first 6 visits in person. Mr. Keys can supervise it. He doesn't have to be right there with them. He can just be in the area. Okay.
And
Okay,
when do the first 6 visits start? I'm sorry, I wasn't
The first
clear on
6
that.
months, it's
Okay.
just telephone calls.
Okay, okay.
And after 6 months,
After, okay.
yes,
Got it. Thank you for clarifying that.
you're so welcome. And is there a place where you'd like for them to meet up until?
I suggested our neighborhood park. It's called Kid Springs in Oak Cliff.
Okay.
I think that would be a nice place.
Okay, that's fine. Miss Peoples, that'll be the
okay, Judge.
change location or the visitation location until they decide something different.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Do either of you have any questions?
This is all effective starting next month, so essentially next week.
The visitation, yeah, everything else
Okay.
starts
Okay,
Wait.
October
So
1st.
October 1st.
the phone calls start when?
Next month, October.
Okay.
Next week.
Yes.
And next week?
Well,
next-
October
okay.
is next week.
Yeah, I
But
got it.
just make sure if you're not going to participate in the phone call that you let Miss Grimminger know so she won't have for you.
I want to participate in the phone call. I want to. But out of all these things that they've obviously have been talking, she is talking,
Oh,
and just,
that's not true.
Miss Grimminger, hold on, let him talk. He didn't talk while you were talking.
well, I mean, then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's she said that they had talked. I don't know.
Mr.
Yeah,
Collins, if you're struggling with dealing with your daughter and your past, the best way to do that is just to confront it and talk to her about it.
I never. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And whatever your true feelings are, tell her. She'll know if you're being honest or not. Kids have a great way of knowing what is real and what's not.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything further?
That's it.
Then thank you both for appearing here today. Good luck to both of you, and you are both free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What else you have, Miss Peoples?
We have one more judge. It's number 20 on the docket, and only one party's present.